Welcome guys, it's Magnet B, and today's video I'm going to discuss with you on academic writing. I've been getting so many questions from my clients, my subscribers, asking on academic writing, and as you know guys, I'm more into transcription and captioning. And today I have my friend here. He's an expert in academic writing. He's also a YouTubing on academic writing. So guys, we are going to ask him as many questions as possible. All the questions that they've been asking me, I've compiled them together and I'm going to ask him. So he's going to introduce himself and he's going to tell you more about his channel. Welcome, Steve-O.
Hello guys, my name is Ted Mbuthi. I'm an academic writer. I've been doing this for a while. Today I'm here to answer some of your questions. Yes, we're gonna start right away.
Welcome guys. So the first question that we have for our guest today is, what does academic writing entail? What's academic writing in the first place?
Academic writing is essay writing and research proposals for companies. There are various styles and referencing styles mostly that I also teach about. So if you want to learn more, you will follow me on my YouTube channel, Ted Mbuthi. Yes, I'll tell you more on that.
The next question is it sustainable? How much can you earn working as an online writer, and do you do it part-time or full-time?
Yes, as an academic writer, you start by working under somebody. So approximately per page, which is 250 words, you are being paid $3 up to $5. But if you get your own account, after a while you start earning around more than $10 to $25 per page. So you can work part-time. Yes, I started part-time, but now I do it full-time. Yes, it's very sustainable. I've been doing it for like 5 years since I finished college. So I will welcome you to try this and you will earn.
Thank you, my guy. And then the next question is, what are the requirements?
The requirements are just basic. You need a laptop, internet. It doesn't have to be Wi-Fi. Yes, and of course you need commitment. That's all. And the training.
Thank you. And the next question is, do they pay weekly, monthly, after 2 weeks? How long does it take for you to receive your funds after working as an academic writer?
Most of these academic writing companies pay around 2 weeks to 1 month. So you work for 2 weeks, you get something. Yes, it's very easy to get around $150 to $200 per 2 weeks if you are working under somebody. But if you got your own account, you can earn more than that.
And for example, myself starting up on transcription and captioning, there are so many mistakes I was making as a newbie, so many mistakes. And then in academic writing now, what are the mistakes that you made as a newbie that you could at least enlighten our new members that are going to start on academic writing on how they can avoid them, those mistakes that you learned from?
Some of the mistakes is not keeping time. Actually, for new writers, you're given maybe 5 pages, you're given 10 hours. You take more than that, you'll not be paid. So what you do, you avoid that. You make sure you arrange your time. If you're not ready to do the job, you can just reassign. Yes.
And the next question is this something that you can encourage somebody to venture into?
Yes, of course. That's why I started the YouTube channel, so that I can help people to start. It's good because you are working from home. You don't have to go go to job from 8 to 5. Yes, you work from home at your comfort. Yes, and you earn. So it's very easy, especially in these COVID times.
Good. And then another thing is, online there are so many things that you can do. For example, you can do transcription, you can do article writing, you can be a captioner, so many things that you can do. And there is this perception that academic writing is the most difficult. You do so much research and so many things. It's the most hectic. Myself being a believer of that, of course. And now my question to you is, why did you opt to do academic writing? There was article writing, there is transcription and other things. Why did you opt specifically to venture into academic writing?
Okay, academic writing. First of all, I have passion in doing research and writing. So I studied biomedical course, which entails researching about medical theories and stuff. So after researching, I also like writing a lot. So that's why I chose this, and of course it earns better than article writing and transcription, according to me. Yes. So I'll encourage you to try academic writing, and you will not fail, of course.
The next question, what are the challenges do you face, especially as an academic writer? As online workers, we face so many challenges. Maybe there is a time there is no power, there is a time there are no jobs and stuff, and low seasons. I can understand that, especially in academic writing, there is a lot of low seasons. And in transcription and captioning, we don't really depend on students so much. So the low season thing doesn't affect us that much. So the COVID thing has also hit us so much. So my question is, what are the challenges that you face as an academic writer?
One of the challenges is working for a long time. So you can find yourself working for like 7 hours per day or 8 hours without going outside. So your social life, again, you'll have to work on that too. Yes, and the complexity of papers. Sometimes you get a paper that is very complex. It consumes much of your time, and you are tired. But at the end of the day, your motivation should be money. So there's no complaint about that.
And another question is, how long does it take for you to complete a task? Maybe one page. You said you were talking about pages. In transcription, when we speak about transcription, it's more how many minutes you transcribe, or how many hours you transcribe, and stuff like that. And then in academic writing, I think you usually talk about something like how many pages you can do. So let's say per page, how long can it take for you to not to transcribe, to write a whole page? Maybe you can say it from the perspective of a newbie and the perspective of somebody who's an expert.
So academic writing, we are paid according to the number of words, which excludes references and the cover page. So if you write to 50 words, you'll be paid per page. That is, so I can take, personally, when I started, I was taking like 3 hours to do one page, but now I can take less than 1 hour to do that. So it depends with your ability, your typing skills, and your experience, of course. Yes.
And how do you deal with stressful moments and stressful periods in this academic writing field?
When I feel that I'm stressed, I mostly walk. I take a walk, even for 1 hour or so, or I watch a movie to act as my distraction, so that I will not get depressed. Working like this, you can get depressed easily if you don't take care of your health. Also, I will encourage you, if you're working online, try and work out, go to gyms to avoid any health effects on you.
Nice one. And then another thing, what motivates you? What's your biggest motivation? And maybe apart from the motivation, let me put it in 2 in 1. What's your motivation? And how do you measure success in academic writing? How do you measure that I've succeeded by doing stuff like this and like that, like this? How do you measure that?
Okay, thanks. My motivation in life, of course, is money. If I want money, that's why I will work for like all those hours to get that money. Then my success, I will measure in, if I help somebody, I bring a smile to their face, I'll have the success that I need. I don't have to have money, a lot of money. You see, if I teach you, you start earning, you take care of your family, you pay bills, that is my success.
The next question, what's your greatest accomplishment in this academic writing field? I know you've been working for this thing about 7 years, I guess. And then now my question is, all of these 7 years, what can you say? At least you said you measure success by how many people you help out. And so how can you measure, how can you see you've accomplished your success? Maybe I know success is a process, but what have you accomplished that you can tell us on this field of academic writing?
Okay, first of all, I'm so happy. I see my friends, they are working, they're not jobless, and I'm very happy because I've reduced the stress of, hey, brother, help me with some money. You see, because they can work too, I've taught them how to fish. That's how I can measure my success, of course. Another thing, I've been able to take care of my family, my bills. I cannot complain. When I started, I looked for other jobs, employment, but there's no job, especially in our country right now. So if I get something to do, I decided I'll just stick on that. That is which is this academic writing. Yes, and I will encourage you to start. Don't wait for formal jobs. just start, employ yourself, and if you get another job, it's okay, but you can do this part-time too.
And another question, as I said before, we make so many mistakes as online writers, transcribers, captioners. We make so many mistakes, and the thing is, if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're going to be worse than you were yesterday. And so we keep pushing and keep pushing so that you can be better tomorrow. If you write something that is not substandard today, that's not a big mistake. The big mistake is writing the same thing tomorrow. The same thing about transcription. You transcribe text that is wrong, maybe something like that, so many mistakes. What you do the next time you do it, make sure you improve. And so I can understand, personally, you have been making so many mistakes yourself, given that you have been in this field for about 7 years. As I said before, he's one of the guys who encouraged me so much, given that he's older than me in this online field. And now my question is, what have you learned generally? What have you learned on how to cope with these problems and stuff? What have you learned that you can share with a newbie or somebody who's just starting on how to cope up with these problems?
Okay, the first thing to do, don't procrastinate, don't postpone problems. If you want to start today writing, doing essay writing, just start today. Don't say you start tomorrow. Start. I think I had this idea 2 years before I started, and I was postponing every time. I said that I'll try. Then I was becoming poor, so I decided that I have to start. So one mistake a newbie should not make is procrastination. Another thing, you have to be committed. Before I started, I was starting. I used to take. I work on one page. I go to visit friends, but then with the time, I decided now I'll venture into this full time. It's better to do it full time because you can get revisions and stuff. You need to be online. Yes. So for a newbie, just be committed and don't postpone. Start immediately if you want to do this. Yes.
Yeah, nice one. And then another question is, who are your greatest heroes and who have impacted you most in this career of yours on academic writing?
Okay, I'm my greatest hero first, but then those people that have impacted me in this journey are my friends. They encourage me so much, and they are the one that told me to start the YouTube channel to help other people. My target in life is like to help around 1,000 newbies to be able to sustain themselves. Yes, and I'm sure with the knowledge that I provide, they'll be able to learn and be able to take care of their needs and their family members.
And another thing that I can't forget to ask you is, COVID has really hit us, especially in transcription and captioning. I don't remember a time we have been this low on jobs. As I said before, we are not so much affected by availability of jobs. We are not so much affected by students and stuff, but we have been really hit by this COVID thing. And so my question is, especially in academic writing, how have you been affected by COVID?
Okay, COVID has affected the whole world. So us too, it has affected us. We don't get the normal flow of jobs, but we cope. We have not been down, like there's no job at all. So we have jobs actually. So they're not many as they used to be in the previous years.
Yeah, I guess that's the last question I have. And then if you have any other question, you can follow him on his YouTube page, make comment, subscribe to his channel, and then you can ask questions in the comment section. He's going to answer you, and then he has provided a phone number there. You're going to text him, call him via this phone number here, so that he can answer all those problems in academic writing. And if you need a class or anything, you can also check out his tutorial. He has been doing tutorials on MLA format, Chicago, so many formats in academic writing. So check out his tutorial, and guys, support him as much as you can. It's not all about supporting him. You learn, and you also will be gaining views and stuff. Thank you guys for viewing our video.